Alrighty guys, this is Andrew and welcome back to Overwatch. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I originally was not going to do it, but I figured that a lot of people actually didn't know about these hidden, quote-unquote hidden options. Now there is another YouTube video out there in the internets that does go over this. But after talking to some of my friends, it turns out a lot of them haven't seen it, which I'm kind of surprised because that other video has like 600,000 views on it. So I'd imagine that most people already knew about this. But for those who already know about this, you guys can just skip this video. But for those who didn't, yeah, let's just kind of get right into it, right? So what I'm talking about are certain options that are hero specific. Now, not every hero has one, and but it's not even really that game changing. I'll tell you the ones that are kind of the most game-changing to me, but just to kind of go over some of them here. Bastion does not have any, so you'll see it here in the settings under controls, and you can kind of click around. Diva does not have any. Genji does. Now you can see I actually changed it already, and I'll have that asterisk, but once you take that away, it does not. So Genji says automatically climb walls. You can turn that on and off, and what that means is essentially, if you want up a wall, you kind of have to hold down shift, right? But with that option on, or is it off? On, you basically can just run up walls without holding it down. So it's kind of handy. Though I don't really know much like how useful it is, just because it's like, I don't really use my thumb outside of just hitting the spacebar anyways, so it's not really tying me down, nor is it freeing me up by having it automatic. So, I don't know. It's kind of personal preference, like I said. Hanzo and Junkrat also have similar options. Hanzo also can wall runs or wall climb, whatever, so he has that going for him. Junkrat can't wall climb, but his Riptire can. Same kind of thing here, guys. Next up, we have Lucio. This one I actually don't like that much. Hold to crossfade. There you go. Crossfade on. And so it's going to default to healing. And what you have to do is essentially hold down shift to toggle your speed boost. I'm not a huge fan of this, just because it's like, I feel like it's tying down my fingers. The idea, I guess, the argument for this is that, that way you can't, like, forget not to heal by default. But for me, I play a little bit more aggressively with Lucio, so it really takes away from my movement. Like, I'll tell you exactly what I mean. Gosh, I keep messing this up. All right, Lucio. So having this off allows you to strafe side by side pretty easily, right? Lets me hit that A key. Whereas if I had it where I had to put down my fingers on shift, it feels a little bit more awkward. I would have to use my pinky, and it's just kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's different for you guys, but just for me, I just can't learn new tricks. At least with Lucio. Alright, so that's Lucio. So McCree doesn't have any, Mei doesn't have any, Mercy has one. This is actually probably the most important. So by default, we have Toggle Beam Connection and Guardian Angel Prefers Beam Target. Now that may sound confusing, but what it essentially just means is that Toggle Beam Connection, that's pretty understandable, right? So you typically have to hold down the healing button, like right now. On, off, right? With that option on, you don't even have to hold down the button. You just kind of like, I'll show you guys what I mean. And then the other option is essentially using Guardian Angel, which is her little fly ability that allows her to fly to allies. I'm gonna reverse these. So here, this is toggle. Kind of see how easy it is. And then the prefer option for Guardian Angel. So what happens is, if you're healing someone, you can actually hop to someone else. Because by default, you can't actually do this. So I'll show you guys right now. With this on, which is default. You're healing someone, you will jump to this person. Which, it depends on your personal preference. I like to have the settings reversed for me. So toggle as well as, no preference. So I can kind of be a little bit more flexible, but that's up to you guys. The next important one I would say is Soldier 76, and this is a option available to both Soldier 76 as well as Zarya, I believe, you can have your allied health bars. So having it on, it's by default off. Having it on will allow you to see your teammates' health. And this is important on both Zarya and 76 just because they can heal / protect their allies, right? So you can see those health bars right there. And Zarya gets basically the same kind of thing. So the last one that I really want to touch on is Widowmaker. And Widowmaker has a toggle zoom ability. I don't like toggle zoom, but some people do. But what's way more important is relative aim sensitivity while zoom. So you can actually change your scoped in sensitivity. A lot of people come from different games, have different settings, and being able to move this crosshair properly is important. Wow, I just missed that one. So pretty important stuff, you know. I feel like it's something that is that is worth noting. That's probably the biggest ones, is to have this, you know, ability to switch your sensitivity. Not every hero has them, so be sure to check this out for yourselves in the training room, preferably, I guess, right? So you can play around with these. So there you guys have it. Maybe they'll add some more later down the road. Maybe they'll take some out. But for now, guys, that's all I have for you today. And yeah, until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one.